Another thing, and that actually ties back into my narrative at the beginning, that all of this FUD is very likely due to massive whales wanting to accumulate at lower prices. I mean, they've got the funds to pay for articles to be published, to buy bots, to upvote those articles on Twitter, on Reddit, and so on. And to create this narrative that everything is going down the hole, down the drain, everything is going to zero. And the best way to analyze what is actually happening is looking at on-chain data, meaning what is actually happening on the blockchain, because this is something you cannot fake. If someone is saying, hey, this is really bad, it's going to zero, but at the same time, they're actually buying what they're saying is really bad, well, maybe if you put one and one together, that actually shows that they might think that what they're saying is bad is actually good. And that's what the sentiment platform actually posted about. And that is Bitcoin whale addresses holding 1,000 plus BTC, and that's a lot of money, are back to holding 7.88 million coins. This is the largest amount of BTC held by whales since March 14. This coincides with just 2.65 million BTC held by addresses with 10 or less BTC, the smallest amount in 6 months. What that means is that Bitcoin, as well as probably other cryptocurrencies, are shifting sides. They're going from those weak hand small traders that believe the FUD, they're being manipulated out of their Bitcoin, out of their ETH and so on. And these cryptocurrencies are moving towards massive whales that understand the markets, understand that when the market is fearful, you should be greedy. That actually brings us to another point, and that is the greed and fear, crypto fear and greed index. And I think this is one of the best tools to use to realize when you should actually be greedy, because basically you should do the opposite of what is on this chart. When people are greedy, you should be fearful. When you've got Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and blah, blah, blah happening, you should already have your dollar cost average exit strategy in place and be selling those green candles. And when the fear and greed index is painting like a blood red fear, like it's at the moment, then you should be greedy and start accumulating cryptocurrency if that's part of your strategy. But at the moment, the crypto fear and greed index is very low. It's very comparable to back in March, 17th of March 2020, when the massive drop happened last year. Many people afterwards were like, oh, that's a great time to buy, a really great time to buy. But actually having the gut to press on buy and buy some cryptocurrencies when the whole market is fearful is very difficult. So that's basically it. There's not much to say about this, and that is just buy when the market is fearful and sell when the market is greedy. So always keep an eye upon this, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be successful just by looking at this and doing the opposite of what the market sentiment is.